Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy Jay Larone. Please go ahead and hit that like button on your way in, subscribe, and share. Today's video, man, we're going to be talking about why is it when men are in their 30s and don't have any children, why are they considered a red flag, right? Hear a lot about that. I've seen some TikTok videos I want to share with you guys of women talking about men who are in their 30s and they don't have any kids. They are considered a red flag just for that reason. And a lot of the logic, or a lot of the, well, it's not even logic, it's a lot of the reasoning these women are given are just off the wall. Why they call men, a red flag, because they don't have any kids, right? You know what I'm saying? So sit back and listen to some of this stuff, man. And these women are, it's like they're back and forth. They want you to be responsible. They want you to, it's crazy how they word it. But yeah, like I said, either if you have kids, something's wrong with you, or if you don't have kids, something wrong with you. It's like they can't make up their mind, right? So yeah, let me share these videos with you, man, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. All right, hold tight. Fair use, and all that good stuff.
Who keeps shitting in these feminist Pop-Tarts, but you better stop because it's getting scary.
Lust Sierra on Twitter says,
a single man over 30 with no kids is apparently a red flag.
What? What's completely ironic is her tweet immediately after that. The dating pool really got pee in it. Yeah, considering your last tweet, I think the P is you.
Like, this is the logic we're using now?
A single woman over 30 with no kids is an empowered woman. Because a woman's job is not to bear children. The same women 5 minutes later. Single man over 30 with no kids is a massive red flag.
Y'all really hate
when a man does some shit for himself. The women that are walking around acting like this get no dick. And it shows.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It shows. Like she said, women like that get no D, and it shows. You know what I mean? And I mean, pretty much, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get upset when a man ain't got no kids. Y'all get upset when a man has kids. No matter what happens, it's a red flag, right? So if a man being responsible, not wanting to spread his seed around and have children, something's wrong with that, right? All right, let's go ahead and get on to the next video. And this one is one I saw as a TikTok from Shezza.
Delusional modern women say a grown man with no kids is a red flag.
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
Good for you.
What?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you about to say?
Why listen, I know like having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. Like, what has gone on in your life that you have not had a kid?
I don't have kids.
You're different.
So it's you hear that crap? So if a man doesn't have kids, talking about it's 2022. So what's going on with your life that you don't have any kids? But when the girl said that she don't have any kids, it's different. Oh, it's different if a woman don't have kids, but if a man doesn't have kids, it's a red flag. Wow, that is crazy. Now, kudos for this woman here that doesn't have any kids. That's good. It's also good that the man doesn't have red kids, but you know what I mean? It's it's like I said, she doesn't have any kids. That's good. It really is. Like I said, for this woman not to have any kids, that's good. But if this guy doesn't have any kids, that's bad. You know what I mean? That's stupid. But she's talking about it's 2022. Basically, you should have some children. Fuck out of here.
Like, but for men, it's just kind of like, why don't you have a kid? What happened?
Because I don't want a kid yet. I'm responsible. What do you?
It's not responsible.
Listen, guys, these women. Shit, you can't even take some of this shit seriously, man. These modern women today are so backwards, so lost, beyond saving, effed up. Delusional modern women say a grown man with no
Yeah, they off the chain now, man. These women are just coming up with any reason to, be negative towards men, right? It's like the woman said in the earlier video. Why do y'all hate it when men try to find happiness? You know what I'm saying? When men are doing the right thing, and enjoying their lives without having all these kids running around, then all of a sudden that's a problem. Really? Stupid, right? That's really crazy. So this brother right here, he said some very interesting things about, why men, that's in their 30s don't have red flags, and he's going to point out, some really good things of why men don't have kids, and the benefits of it. So let's listen to what this brother has to say.
A man over the age of 30 years old who's single with no kids is a big red flag. Fellas, please listen to me. Any woman who says that is a red flag, and please walk the other way. Number one, that means that a man is practicing safe sex. That's first and foremost, right? Number two, that means that man is focused in on his career, right? Number three, it can mean that he's focused in on being financially fit, right? And building great financial habits for himself. And that he's
my bad.
A man over the age of 30 years old who's single with no kids is a big red flag. Fellas.
Yeah, sorry about that. I screwed that up, but we're gonna let it play again. My apologies. My finger slipped and hit some button that made it restart. But yeah, we're gonna listen to it again. Sorry about that.
Please listen to me. Any woman who says that is a red flag, and please walk the other way. Number one, that means that a man is practicing safe sex. That's first and foremost, right? Number two, that means that man is focused in on his career, right? Number three, it can mean that he's focused in on being financially fit, right? And building great financial habits for himself, and that he's focusing in on himself spiritually before he decides to involve himself into any sort of commitment. And by the way, that's talking about a committed man. Now, obviously there are men out here who are just clear red flags and they're trying to dodge commitment. But for those that have their head on straight, you can't make a statement of that nature and then have men reading this and saying to themselves, oh, I don't feel like I'm enough because I'm deciding to wait on myself. A man.
Right, exactly. So like you said, men are disciplined. Men are just being disciplined and choosing not to have kids, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's just maybe he's looking for the right woman. Maybe he's trying to make sure he's in a committed relationship. He's using discipline. And like he said, some men just don't want kids at all. And some, like I said, they trying to get their money together. They trying to get with the right woman. But it seems like these women want you to have kids just to be having them. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's like women, when they say women don't know how to pick men, that tells you right there they don't know how to pick men, right? Women will, like, if you got a guy who has, let's say, 2 or 3 kids with the same woman, right? Then that's a good thing, because he's trying to be committed, right? He's trying to bond and be with this woman because he's already got 2 or 3 kids with her. Now, if something happens where it don't work out, then, you know what I'm saying? And that happens, but at least he tried, right? He was trying to make something, happen with that woman. Now, if you got a guy with 2 or 3 kids with 2 or 3 different women, then now that's something different. You know what I mean? That's the red flag right there. That's what you should stay away from. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like the women, they run to these guys. They run to these guys that have 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 different women. Them the guys that are unstable. But like I said, these women love that. Now, if the guy, when the girl on the panel that I just showed y'all, if that guy would have said that he had 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different women, they've been, oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. You trying to be committed. You trying to be committed. It just didn't work out. That's how they would think. But no, he's not trying to be committed. He's just knocking down these girls, and he just having to have kids with them, and now he bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be careful, man. Some of these women thinking their thinking is just off the rails right now. You know what I'm saying? But I got one more video to show y'all. This is a stitch to the brother who just got through speaking, and then a girl is going to come in and she's going to give you her thoughts, in which, like I said, she was on point with hers. So we'll go listen to what she has to say. All right.
Man over the age of 30 years old who's single with no kids is a big red flag. fellas, please listen to me.
Hi, my name is Raven, and I want a red flag. Really hope this man is trolling right now, because ain't no way that you say a man that is conscious of the financial burden of a child, conscious of the fact that he may not even want a child and protects himself and has safe sex is a red flag. A man with discipline will always be a turn on for a woman like me. I can go on and on why a man that is disciplined and knows his worth and knows that maybe he's possibly want to have kids with his wife is a great catch and a rare catch. But I'm curious to know what you think that red flag may be. Is your thought process, oh no, he doesn't have kids, he might be crazy? Because ladies, how many men we know that got hella kids crazy as fuck? Or is it, oh, he doesn't have kids, so he must not be financially stable? Because again, ladies, how many broke niggas got about 5 or 6 kids right now?
Thank
or maybe you're thinking he doesn't have kids because he doesn't want to give up his single lifestyle. He doesn't want to put anybody else before him, or he's just not ready to be settled down, sitting at home with the kids. A kid, his kid. But again, ladies and gentlemen, how many men you know put their kids first? How many men you know are sitting at home with their kids? How many men you know are actually fully in their child's life? There are a lot, but I would argue that a lot of y'all that's watching this video, some of y'all didn't even have y'all father in the life. So that is not going to stop a man from having a baby or wanting to have a baby. The only thing that will stop a man from wanting to have a baby or having a baby is not wanting to have a baby. Period. Being responsible.
Thank you. If he doesn't want to have a child, he's not going to go out and have a child. He's going to be responsible.
And there is nothing wrong with a man that is responsible enough to say, I don't want one, or I'm not ready for one, or I can't financially carry the burden of a child, because they are a financial burden. Not saying that the child all in all is a burden, but things cost money.
Yep.
Kids are an unexpected bill.
Yep.
And just what if he just don't want kids? There are some men that just don't want kids, just like there are some women that just don't want kids. Our life work isn't to create all the time. Some people have other goals in mind. And I suggest, sir, you quit projecting, okay? Because I'm gonna go find me a red flag, okay? All right? I want a red flag right now.
Man.
I mean, she's right though, right? She's right. Where does she lie? Where's the line at? You know what I mean? Some people just don't want kids, you know? And if a guy is that responsible to say, I don't want kids, then what's the problem? But see, these women want these guys out here knocking up other women, thinking they could change them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he has, 2 or 3 kids by this woman. He has 2 or 3 kids by this woman. I'm going to be the one to change him. I'm going to be the one that get a kid from him, and I'm going to change him. He gonna settle down with me. Delusional, straight delusional. Y'all, tell me what y'all think about the video, man. This is crazy how their mind thinks, and the type of guys that they go after. Like I said, they want the guy with all the kids, with different women. And they think that that's the guy that wants to be stable and committed. But, you know what I'm saying? The guy that wants to be stable and committed will have more than one child, but he will have it with that one woman because he's trying to build something with her. But a guy that has 3 or 4 kids with 3 or 4 different women, he ain't trying to be committed. He ain't trying to be stable. He's just a Pookie and Ray Ray running around here spreading the seed around. But those are the men that these women go for, right? All right, y'all. Drop some comments down below. Tell me what you think of the video. It's your boy, Jay Larone. Y'all, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll holler at you in the next one. Peace out.